How many of you, for lack of a better term, have ever hired a turkey? Come on, raise your hand if you hired a turkey. And a couple, you better raise both hands. But have any of you ever intentionally hired a turkey? I don't think any of us intentionally hired. I don't know. There are some times you look at somebody, and how many of you ever needed a body? I just need a body, and hopefully maybe, if I hire this body, maybe they're better than what I think they are. I think some of you in this room have intentionally hired a turkey. But you begin to look at it, and you hire the turkey, what do? You hire a turkey, there's nobody else any better. They look good in the interview, so what do you attempt to do? I'll bet every one of us in this room have attempted to train those turkeys. And in fact, you've got this whole training program you got to put everybody you hire through. So you hire, they train the turkey. Okay. And then you figure it's not a training problem. Okay. We can train them, they can do the job. What's the problem? They won't. And because you're great managers, what do you attempt to do? You attempt to motivate the turkey. Anybody know what you have when you get done? Train motivated turkeys. There's a lot of things that happen with turkeys and eagles. Let me tell you number one. Number one, all the turkeys have learned to dress up and look like eagles. They are better at interviewing than you are. You know why? They get a lot of practice. And in fact, in most cases, they don't even need to be any good. Who in this room hired anybody recently? Who's hired somebody? Okay, what position did you hire for?
Youth care workers. Youth care workers.
Youth care workers. Okay, so somebody got in your system. It looked like they'd be good. You needed a body. You sat down to interview them. And did you happen to tell them what you were looking for?
Yeah.
What did you tell them you're looking for?
Somebody who's willing to come in and provide care, custody, control, structured discipline.
Structured discipline, care control, reliable, dependable, conscientious, hardworking. Right? Now you understand what he's looking for. You know what he's looking for, right? He just told you. Dependable, reliable, conscientious, hardworking, and can work in a structured environment. And then you ask the all-important interviewing question. You know what the question all of us ask? Tell me about yourself. What's the answer?
Hardworking, reliable. Everything you just said.
And you got the right answer. Everything you just said. In fact, can you communicate? And they go, uh-huh. What are we doing in the interviewing process? We are sitting there and we're telling the applicant exactly what we want. And we say, can you do this? And they say, uh-huh. If you do, again, we talk about hard, if you do nothing else because you're here, next time you interview somebody, don't sit there and tell them exactly what you're looking for. You can tell them about the company, you tell them a little bit about, but don't go into what you're looking for to the point where you say, okay, tell me about yourself, they give you the canned answer. Let me tell you what, all the turkeys have learned to dress up and look like eagles. What's the other side of the coin? Eagles don't always look like eagles. How long does it take you to make a decision whether you like somebody or not?
7 seconds.
How long? 7 seconds? Somewhere between, you're right on. Between a tenth of a second and 15 seconds, we turn around and determine whether we like somebody or not. And what happens if you need somebody, you like them awful fast, right? and once you like them, what do? You look for reasons to hire them. What happens if you don't like them? For some reason, they just didn't strike. This person isn't going to work. I don't care what it is, the way they look, the way they talk, the way they dress, they didn't. But example, anybody ever had anybody show up to the interview not dressed appropriately?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you like that one, huh? What happens if they're not dressed appropriately? What's the decision? The decision is instantaneously. But here's a takeaway. Remember that everything you do in the hiring process is a test. Look at everything you do in the hiring process as a test.